All right, Grand Rising, everyone, and welcome back. So, I was just reading Matthew 10, right? Okay. Um, and I don't know, the whole thing about the prophet is not honored, right? In his own hometown, right? So, I don't know, that came to mind. Um, so I said, who is? Okay. If a prophet is not honored in their own hometown, then who is? Okay. So I have a couple cards pulled here. I was about to do one of these freestyles earlier. I was making it more about divine masculine and feminine because of all of the trickery and all of the falsehoods that are going on between the whole Jesus and Christ energy. I feel like it is the time when, what this twin flame energy, like I said, why I feel like there's a battle between the two is because we're talking about Jesus Christ. We're talking about Yeshua in the Christ. We're talking about that energy of that twin flame union, the emperor and the empress, however it may go. I feel like there's heavy manipulation. There's a heavy force to get somebody to submit to something, even using lies or trickery or, I don't know. There's feel like there's somebody lying on their parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, there's something about consummation here. Somebody needing to get the job done. In that book last night, it was saying, did Elijah, it was asking that in the book, The Spring, that prophetic book, it was asking, did Elijah do it last night, right? So there's this heavy energy on wondering what's going on in the bed between in this household, and I'm not sure if there's a mirroring household, because like I told you, there's always going to be the original, and then there's always going to be other versions of the original. So if there's a Yeshua, there's the hidden gem energy of it. Why, I don't know. If it's to allow the other one to exalt itself above the real Jesus, I don't know. If it's the time for them to try to exalt the Christ and the Son of Man above the Son and the Christ of God, I don't know. Is it for protection? I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of trickery is all I'm saying. All right. So it made me think about this part right here where it says something about sending out somebody only to the children, right? So I started thinking about this card here. I started thinking about the world card since we talked about this yesterday. And since we're dealing with Aquarius and Anunnaki energy in man, that lets me know that we're dealing with 5G and we're dealing with mind control. We're dealing with energy of people having hold of somebody's mental. These are people that are going to be breaking into Akashic records of the originals and extending that information out to the enemy in order to exalt them. If you want to talk about sexual immoralities and sexual, there's another version, sexual immorality and sexual something else in the Bible that they call it. This is what this looks like. This looks like knowing you belong to this entity in this body, but you refuse to acknowledge that because you have something to hide, or you don't want somebody to know something about you. So you decide, somebody would decide to go to another house and honor those prophets in that house because it benefits their personal. So a lot of people might say, I'm selfish, but I see my mind's eye is connected to the all. That means that it's about the all. Whatever's going on with me personally, or each of us, could, again, if being the chosen or the elect of this time, it is that fact of being an empath that embodies all of that information, all of those feelings, all of those same things as the all. So again, seeing this particular Christ energy is that energy of the mother or the mother earth energy that senses it all. All right. So again, this world card energy, this is not about no fucking completion. The reason why, especially in the indigenous or so-called black community, why the tarot community has grown so much, again, because I feel like these are the angels of Archangel Michael. But again, there's some strife between Michael and Trump. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like when we talk about Archangel Michael, I feel in Gabriel, in Uriel, like I seen these people at some point in time. Source showed me who these people are. Some of them are having their real names. All right. So again, this is Michael and his angels going against God, all right? So there's something about the Drumpf energy and my energy. I can't explain it, don't know just what right now, but this energy of this O, right? Or this Oprah energy. This is something like major, right? The whole thing about the Britney Spears case and being something about a spear or a dart or a double-edged sword here. It's making me think about something, right? It's making me think about somebody named Brittany that may be a lighter version. I'm seeing somebody with pretty eyes or light skinned or something like this. But the spear is the energy of the Taurus, I feel, or my energy. I feel like we're dealing with Aquarius energy. We have this energy here where this person said, told this little messenger to go out and let the people know, right? I was just doing this freestyle here, and these cards fell out just like this, right? Because I feel like this is the energy of the Empress, right? There's an E here on her stomach. This is the, but she's naked. This is after they've unclothed her, they made her naked. They've shown her body, or they've shown her in some kind of light, or they've dug out all of her information and shared it amongst the people. And they call it karma. There's no such thing as karma to me. It's a such thing as people trying to use their power in their wicked ways, in their crafty counsel, in order to demise or diminish or to betray the feminine energy that has come to reign as an emperor, empress, both, whatever it would be. All right. This is the plan of the devil, seeking to see who they can devour. Right. So again, we're talking about the energy that's going on here. We're not even talking about the actual people. People are being used. If you're not, again, like it says in the Bible that God says, I changeth not. And I'm saying not in a way, we can look at it in two ways. Somebody is saying that they just don't change. They okay with the mundane, and that's just it, right? And they just don't want to change nothing about themselves. They want to be a robot. They want to do everything the same thing. And then there's some people, there's another version where I'm seeing where thou shall not change, right? Okay, thou shall not change, where it is to the point where you're not going to be able to get me to bend or be subdued or be brought down to some stupor or some level where I don't know who the hell I am and what I came here to do. You're not going to be able to get me to go into some type of mold here, right? I didn't come to fit into that. I came to break it and rebuild on not a faulty foundation, but something that is firm and solid. That's why I don't understand when we're talking about these particular laws and lies and shit like this. It says it right in the 10 Commandments, thou shalt not lie. Well, a law is a lie. And a law being held above what the word of God says means that this whole world has been deceived by Satan. So if people can smash and grab and get away with that, that is not God. That is laws being bent so somebody can go and steal and reap benefits and rape and steal and pillage from people without being brought to, without these things being brought to justice, or these unjust things being done to people, and nobody has to pay. Right? So now since woman, meaning these people that are foreign in this land that have come here to bring the Americans down low and come up real high, that means to me that they've gotten all they needed to get from the elect ones by all of this mind control, this manipulation, this chaos, right? Because what I have written here is order out of chaos here, 33, all right? Order out of chaos. I got killed the body and not the soul, right? And then we have, what is this? Well, damn, I can't even recognize what that say, all right? Well, oh, who's the man? Who's the man, all right? And that's what we're going to be talking about randomly, freestyle on this channel today, all right? So again, it's making me upset because, like I said, again, there's something about something here that's solid here. It's like this energy can't penetrate this here, right? So again, I feel like at one point this was solid. Like, again, it's like the crabs in the barrel mentality, okay? Or just even like, what was I gonna say? Even like the say this is the prophet, this is the Christ, this is Yeshua, this is the energy. is not being recognized by the energy of their own hometown. The hometown could be your hometown, where some of you feel like the black sheep and everybody is working and conspiring against you or around you, all right? But this could also be amongst thine people, right? The people, the indigenous movement, the Hebrew Israelites, all of these different entities and individuals and these organizations being against this energy here. They may even be able to see this person nakedness, right? But it's, again, it's like Betty Wright said, it's just that you know me and I don't know you. So when whatever tools were left behind by the Biden administration were left behind in the hands of the people in your community. So this is, again, so their hands are clean here, even though they are the ones that authors of this confusion. These are the ones that have built these particular tools in order to spy and do these things on earth. They have been doing it in the heavens, but now they're doing it on earth as it is in heaven. So now on earth, people have been turned into sideshows or reality TV shows without their knowledge. You see what I'm saying? And somebody is reaping the benefits, these mothers and fathers. So we're going to go down these 10 commandments, right? But this means that the mothers and fathers have misused their power and authority, and it's led to something being a slander or smear campaign, or crucifying their own children in a sense. All right, in some of these particular militias, groups, communities, tribes, whatever, these affiliations that have been created throughout the nation. All right. It is to make sure that those ones that are looked at as holy, or if people were looking and respecting these people, they will be able to not respect them anymore, right? So again, this is someone, and if we're talking about the empress sits on her throne. She is the vassal, or her dome is the capital dome for God. But Satan wanted to get into the mind of that entity or that energy. So I feel like they built a firmament or an iron dome to let maybe enemies in, right? And keep God out. There's something going on here in the atmosphere, right? Okay, because Christ is the one that was killed or slew between the two pillars. Now, these two pillars could be two masculine energies. These two pillars could be this scorpionic energy and this Gemini energy. And this could be this particular person that was slew, or again, died on the cross. Because the person that is the Taurus energy that I'm in the same house with, their coat of arms is the cross. So somebody wanted to do something to me to make sure, this is where all the confusion comes in, so that I would not be able to see while I'm being hung on this cross, keeping restraints on my finances, so I would not be able to make moves when it comes to, being able to move away from a place if I needed to. So again, this is someone that is wanting to take up the cross, but the whole time they're hiding from you. They're not sharing certain information with you to let you know exactly what to do, because this person wanted a head start. So there's a difference between, Yeshua baptizing and John the Baptist baptizing, okay? So I don't know why this is making me think about, I ended up watching, something told me to go back to 3 weeks ago, right? Because it was like 3 days, 33 something. So something told me to go back to Janice's or Elodio's page, right? And look at what was being talked about 3 weeks ago, since she's saying that she was banned, so-called, all right? I feel like something else was going on. Something is telling me there was a death or something. Somebody died here. Somebody died. It's telling me in this chapter to go ahead and speak what I'm whispering to you in your ear, all right? Now, in my book last night, I stopped. I was tired. I went to sleep. I stopped in that book because another thing that was a big thing for me was we were going into the portion of that book that was talking about both of them are dead. This is making me think about my two wands here. They're only exalting imagery of these two masculines that I can't sense anymore, because they have killed a part of their mind, body, or possibly the soul. All right? Again, she was saying something about Kevin Samuels. Now, I did say, well, good riddance. I'm going to just tell you what the fuck I said, all right? Again, this is the energy of me being that original, authentic, that knows that something is corrupt. And not to say that some of the things that he didn't say was not beneficial, all right? But there was some shit that was just all the way dirty, wrong, filthy, and nasty. I don't care what you say. It doesn't matter to me what you think. You see? Because I didn't come here to rub you the right way or stroke your ego. I said what I said. It might even been a gift from God. You understand what I'm saying? All right, because it's just where I'm gonna go, right? So I noticed that she was talking about him, and she said that somebody said good riddance, and most of the stuff that he was saying was true and stuff like this, and chew out the bone. But my thing is, the same day, I feel like I was talking to Taurus about this personally, all right? And I was like, well, damn, you know, it's kind of sad or whatever, but I don't like that energy. And then for the next couple of weeks, the next week or so after he passed, Taurus started to watch him in the household, and it made me feel very uneasy, right? Okay, and so we were getting kind of into it about him having that energy in the house, and I didn't want it around the children and shit like that, right? So again, I noticed that this girl was saying something about, yeah, some of these people will want a rich man and they don't even care about the man that's sitting right next to them. Okay, so this is already concluding to me another thing of this person having too much access to personal information of mine. So either she's dealing with Taurus or had dealt with Taurus at some point in time, or she dealt with Gemini, or she either dealt with Gemini or Scorpio, right? All right. So again, there's something about a year ago also, right? About a death, right? A year or more ago, all right? Because I remember her doing a video and saying something about, yeah, they already dead. Something about in a trunk or some shit like this. And this is when she was talking about killing all the white babies. I mean, white people, right? And then again, talking about light-skinned babies and shit like that. I got light-skinned babies. But how you talking about it like that? Because I know she must have had something to do with one of these entities. She's paying attention to either Taurus, or whatever. I know I seen a bitch that looked just like her in the house next door to me, or coming and visiting that particular house where strange activity the fuck is going on. I know what the fuck I seen because I had a dream about the bitch right then. And when I woke up and looked out the dream, it was a girl looked just like her, could have fucking been her, sitting in the car in the house next door. Something told me to go directly over to the window. And when I looked out there, that's what I seen. And when I started looking out the window, that's when she started covering up her face. So again, ain't nobody fucking stupid around here. There's some kind of switch or flop or something that's going on here what somebody's trying to play with here. It may be even somebody trying to cover up the death of the Taurus, the original Taurus. See, we're dealing with copycats and doppelgangers and succubus and boohag energies. So at the end of the day, what I'm feeling like is these people are emboldened now. They have stolen and gotten whatever the fuck they think they got, and they think they got away with it scotch-free. They may even have heavy influence on people in the administration that know about this, again, because it's going to be talking about Jesus saying, my Father who is in heaven, right? All right? My Father who is in heaven. So again, with all of this energy that has been put in, where it's like a hovering spirit has been over this house since the insurrection or for the past 2 years, okay? Like I said, this has something to do with that. It has something to do with something. It's just not just by coincidence how this particular things happen, these occurrences. And I feel like, again, when we're talking about this star energy right here, we talked about this card the other day. I just found these cards in my purse. I was wondering what happened to them. So again, she's standing here, but she's kind of sideways now, kind of tilting more towards down, right? Somebody trying to put the star down. They're weighing her crown down or her head down. It's even giving me the Statue of Liberty energy here, okay? Because this here represents maybe Aquarius energy attaching onto this feminine energy, all right? So this could be that Jake Kayla energy or Jake energy here that's attached to my dome. This could even be Elodio. I don't know what her sign is, but hey, if the shoe fits, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to really find out. It would be nice to know, all right? But anyways, with this here, with this star here, this lets me know that this crown is heavy because of whatever pressure or whatever is being put on somebody by this Aquarius energy here. And so when it's telling this page energy or this messenger to go out and tell these people these things, it's funny how these cards fell right on top of each other here, all right? And this person is looking at the sprouts of this wand here. Instead of looking at all the etchings and all the words that's written on the side of this wand here, this staff, this something that is stiff and that is, stern. Someone may call it someone who is, stubborn, like a Taurus would be. So they looked at the sprouts around here to see what they can do with it, okay? So I felt like this weekend I kind of wanted to go away, but then Taurus and I were going to go away. And then now my daughter that just came back, she is planning on going away, right? And so again, it's making me think about, again, somebody's calling on energies. Somebody somebody is calling on people. It seemed like to leave the house with nothing, right? All right. Now she just missed her ride or whatever, but she did have a duffel bag with her. Okay. Now look at this. It's saying here in Matthew, don't even carry a walking stick. Okay. So again, this walking stick could be the firm foundation here. You see what I'm saying? I feel like this is, somebody needs some people that are impressionable or pliable or something like this, right? But again, in that case, yes, you know, how Jesus said, I only came for the lost sheep. Okay, right? But lost sheep can also be manipulated. Do you see what I'm saying? People that are just okie dokie and just whatever, walking around the world, you know, with their head in the clouds or thinking, don't be mad about this. Just think good things. Don't think about bad things. Don't, you know, that shit right there, that don't make no sense to me. Like I said, this is about bringing order to the court or order out of chaos. And I think people are just trying to manipulate minds and keep people high and you know, all this other shit or whatever, so that all these other things can go over their heads, right? So again, we deal with a natural high. Not to say it's not okay, you know, to do whatever you're gonna do, whatever you know, once in a while or something. But here, I rather push myself to the limits without those particular things, right? So the fact that the people that are participating in those things heavily around me could be thriving and I am not, when I'm honoring the Father, even the one that's in heaven here on earth, and being of assistance or putting my 2 cents in like I feel like I was brought to do in this time as a messenger, a prophet, an oracle of God, as the Godhead. But again, like I said, they'd rather you do that behind the scenes, low key, so it doesn't look like it came from you. You know what I'm saying? So, but they'll take heed to it, but they don't want all eyes to be on you in a good light. They don't want to see the good things that you can bring, the order that you can bring. They want them to be able to be nosy, right? They want the tea on you, right? They want to see what you're doing behind closed doors, how you get dressed, what time you brush your teeth. Did you get in the shower today? That shit matters more than what you saying was coming from the dome, that's coming from your connection to a higher source or God. They want to know how much weight you gained, how much weight you lost, who was in your bed last night, instead of what you are saying to bring order, to bring a message or deliver a messenger from a higher power or higher energy. All right. So again, I feel like this has something to do with this here. And the fact that this page energy also, you know what I'm saying? Now this could be past, present, or future. We talk about things that are seen and unseen. All right. So again, the fact that her head is laying on the bottom portion or whatever of his body, you know what I'm saying, lets me know this might be about somebody getting head. I don't know. It might, because all of it, you know what? People can say what you want to say. There's sex. There's pedophilia. There's different shit in this Bible. And that's just what it is at the end of the day. All right. Anybody that, I mean, you may not see it, but again, it's here. All right. So again, I feel like this, like I said, the plans, this star energy, which is the world energy, which is the Empress energy, all right, would not be able to see really, like this is really wound tightly here. I feel like all this commotion or whatever that's within this cloud right here, and also with this commotion here that's in this cloud right here with this lion, which just represents the Lion King or Pride Rock or the particular ruling class of, they'll be below at this particular time. They'll be at the feet. So heaven is my abode and earth is my footstool. So the mind over matter, or the mind is here. But again, these people are beneath. You see what I'm saying? These are advisors, servants, messengers, whatever. No matter how high they were in society at one point in time, they're supposed to be at the beck and call of this energy. So if they can swap this energy out, if they can use this to sculpt a new person to put in this purple rain here, but that person is not getting this message from this energy here, because they're not organic, they're not authentic. And this is where you get a copycat that comes and follows your work over the past 15 years, and then they become you. They want to dress like you. They want to look like you. I did that video last night or yesterday, and I didn't put it up. I went through my Facebook, and I went back to like 2003 or some shit like this, right? And I looked at the pictures that I had. And I said, okay, if somebody is trying to act like I'm biting off of Elodio, think again. Because if you go back to 2011, and if you go back to my pictures and my images, See, it's like somebody don't want me to talk about it because they trying to say, okay, you're going to be paparazzi or you're going to be this and that. But I'm not going to sit there and let nobody try to bury no whole bunch of dirt on me already in the shallow grave because they want to call me a devil in my own home. You see what I'm saying? It's not happening. All right? So again, like I said, these people were supposed to be sent here as service to this energy. All right? The Holy One. All right? But instead of doing that, they decided to create a new me, a new version of me. And if you go back and look at my images, Alodio is doing the me of 2003. So let's just keep it moving. The big blonde wigs with the blue eyeshadow and the eyelashes and the lipstick and the corset tops and all that shit. That I already done that. I already done that. The big necklaces and jewelry and shit, I've already done that. So now somebody's trying to make me be in competition with the old me. That's me, like I said, 2003 into 2011 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Let's just cut the shit, all right? So again, we have this energy of this bull here. This could also represent, you know what I'm saying, that Taurus essence of me that's on, or that subconscious level of me, that the spiritual essence of me being blocked or something here. But it can also represent, like I said, along with the people, right? I'm not sure what my subconscious is up to. I'm not sure what the people, you know what I'm saying, of the earth are up to, because they hide from me, because they don't like me, because they don't want me to be the exalted one, because they want to pull me back down to being in some kind of position here. And then also the ones that were above me, right? When it comes to these Egyptian or, excuse me, other ancient, you know, entities, all right? They may have been above at one point in time. But again, us going against, or people going against each other at this level caused this whole illusion and shit to be created by these, all right? And this created the divide here, to divide and conquer, okay? I'm different. I can't help that my head is in the clouds paying attention to what these people is doing so that I can alert these people to what they should be doing. You know what I'm saying? And then these people not really want to deal with me, and these people not wanting to deal with me. So it's this energy of being suspended in midair. All right? Not knowing which way to go. The Two of Swords almost. And then in my new cards, this red scarf is wrapped around this woman's eyes in the Two of Swords. And the moon is hovering over her. All right? So again, I wanted to say, like I said, I was trying to see where this is coming from. 3 minutes. All right. And then I said, so who and what now? Okay, so we got this Magician in reverse here. Don't know what else to do. We got the King of Swords here. All right, attached to this Magician some kind of way, which is attached to the Devil, which is kind of here on the corner or the cusp of justice here. But justice for who? All right, and then we got the Star card again sideways here, kind of like upside down. All right, let me move these back over here where I had it. Okay. All right. And then we have this moon energy here. All right. Now this fell just like this. All right. So we got this star in reverse here. All right. So I feel like, again, that star card that's on her head over here, that's got her tilted, is one of these female energies that's hiding that they had something to do with cutting off, culling, or something, or they have future plans, or this happened in the past lifetime of being the people that killed or culled off these. They had something to do with these masculine, because you have one over here, one of the star cards over here, and one way over here. Okay, some kind of plans that these women had, these pillars, these mountainous women. Okay, you can't, for who they are today, you can't knock who they are to society. But I see the soul. You see what I'm saying? I see the solar plexus. I see the soul. I see that. All right, so they can try to fool around with the moon, laws and lies, this Moorish energy and this Islamic energy. But at the end of the day, I see it for what it is, right? I see it for what it is. So again, right underneath the moon, you got the Magician. I said, who is it now, God? Show me who it is. All right, I don't want to talk to Archangel Michael. I want to talk to God. I'm a messenger, an oracle of God. I'm a pearl of God, not of Archangel Michael or whoever else. You know what I'm saying? It's about righteousness. It's about bringing order to the court. What's right? All right. So if somebody is right, if Archangel Michael is right, okay. Because I feel like at some point in time, the tarot community was good. possibly, with what they were trying to do. Something flipped. Jealousy, envy, strife, and all this other shit came in, and then people had to go ahead and choose and pick, compare. What did it say? Compete where there's no comparison. All right. You just looking at somebody that's trying to build and sculpt a mold of me into some other bitch because of maybe some type of nationality, some kind of something like this. So again, these are people that have all this money and all this power to do all these things, but you can't come directly to me and tell me, hey, we doing this wrong, we about to ruin everything, instead of sending it through messages. And because again, what did we read the other day about these people that can't even get next to God, that can't even get close to God? But Satan was close to God. So what? Is Taurus trying to make me out to be Satan because I got cards and because I have this all-seeing kind of energy? Or, you know what I'm saying, was somebody trying to, because I don't see this person, I don't see Taurus out in the streets unless it's behind my back. So why would you have to go behind my back? If you know I have a message too, why wouldn't I be with him if this is something that happened past, present, or future? Maybe for the 3 months that he was off, he was being catered to and driven all around, flown all around the world to do these things, or marry bitches and go to secret meetings and crafty council or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what this man do when he walk out. I just trust that he would be going to work like he been doing. I don't know. But I feel like, again, he may be Anunnaki energy and I may be Nephilim. So he has an overhead. He don't have to say much. All is going on in his dome, whatever it is connected to man in this Aquarius energy. All right. That's what I'm saying. But the whole time it's almost like they're taking from the trust either way, a trust fund or the trust of somebody, right? They're taking and storing it up for a rainy day, all right? Or for rain, all right? Rain meaning raining over somebody, or rain. It's the same thing to me, okay? And maybe I'm clueless to this, exactly. Is it maybe the little whispering energy that's coming in is coming from this? But again, it made me think about don't trust the water siren. And I was wondering, is this the water siren? And how would that be? All right. So we have, I said, what's going on? Okay. We got the moon here. We got the scorpionic energy here. And we got the magician here. All right. And then we got the woman. Look how it's sitting here. I hope y'all can see that. Oh, you can't even see it. Damn. All this time I've been talking. All right. So again, even how this fell here. Look at, it's a little part of the child. I'm gonna be honest. It was like this. Okay. There's a hand of the child here, but the body of this woman. All right. Her chest and her buttocks and everything, her legs being shown here. All right. This is it's not God probably that did this nakedness. It's these people that have been hijacked in high places or whatever, that have hijacked whatever in order to expose this woman here. All right, to expose, they didn't like what she was pouring out to the world. They wanted to make it seem like it was not accurate or something. And so what happened? This is what they did. They exposed the woman. All right, they're trying to keep the portion of the child, right? This could be a split energy. They may be trying to make a doppelganger out of this child, all right? Or they're trying to hide the fact that this child is this woman's child or this masculine child, whatever. But I'm just saying, this shows something here. And the fact that we have, I'm sorry, I can't believe y'all couldn't see the cards the whole time. And the fact that we have, like I said, the magician here, the king of swords here. He's touching on the devil. His head is up here where the devil is. And look, the devil, oh shit. Because one of these feminines can be this king of swords right now saying, what's up? Yeah, I went through whatever it was 2 weeks and I'm back. I was banned. And now what? What? And see how the head right here? So again, same thing. This energy right here, this hair is, notice how whoever this is or whatever this is sitting there, whatever energy this is or entity this is, it's the same as her hair. It's the same as her hair. Okay? So this is an heir. This is an ancestor or something inside of here. Good or bad, I don't know. Okay? But look, we see somebody whispering to this empress, but we also see, look, this king of swords standing here kind of half kiltered here. The devil is right here above his head whispering. So what, we're going to come back. I got to take my daughter somewhere. But we're going to come back and we're going to get into this because I forgot about these type of reads that I were doing, okay? Because, again, this Queen of Swords right here also is in reverse here. It's almost time to take a look in the mirror. Somebody trying to tell somebody to take a look in the mirror because they're trying to be somebody, and I want to know who that is, all right? I want to know who that is. Just because somebody has seen me go through some shit for the past 2 years and basically being downgraded. Or again, it says here that they're going to have a man's worst enemies in his home. All right, the mother, the father, the children, the wife, the husband. This could be, okay. All right. So again, this energy right here is telling me, all right, that you can't barely believe what people are saying. But the whole time I've had time to look at myself in the mirror. So I feel like this time for this Queen of Swords that could be connected to this King of Swords to take a look at theyself in the mirror. You hear me? But look again, bitch, because that you are today is me. It's almost like, what's that Drake song? It said, yeah, something about the way you walk, that's me. The way you talk, that's me. It's almost like me looking at Elodio saying, but then also it's bringing me back to the chapter when somebody was pissed off at the wife. Because I feel like this person has cleaved on to me somehow. Spiritually, energetically, financially, or something. And it's almost like I've given her all of these things, or she had all these things, and look what the fuck she did, is what it's talking about in one of these chapters that we just read a couple weeks back. All right. So then this emperor said, then I'm going to take it all away. I feel like even when we're talking about the 2 wands or the Gemini and Scorpio, when we first started this shit, when God first put me into it, these was the goats. These was the most high energies. When all this chaos and shit started, they started to dwindle down, and I started to dwindle down in my household. Meaning less support from Taurus, less this, less that, maybe my clothing and stuff like that. I stopped doing makeup as much and start pondering on what the fuck was going on and how to fix it, right? So again, at that point in time, these were the 2 goats. Let's just keep it fucking real, all right? I don't forget these things, all right? But I see one thing here. We got this here, but we also have this justice is in reverse. This blind justice and blind faith is in reverse. The sword is down here because who's in charge now? Somebody must have been ordained by man to go ahead and take a seat. And I'm saying you're going to take another motherfucker, and it ain't going to be on my throne. It ain't even going to be in my house. You understand what I'm saying? So we got the devil here pinned down, but then we got the devil up here in reverse, okay? Which is this energy I feel that's tied to the justice system. Okay, that's tied to the justice system at this point in time, connected to this particular star energy, and again, this King of Swords. This may be this feminine energy and her King of Swords. This may be the Jake energy, one of these bitches that have connected themselves onto one of these masculines in order to become a higher authority over me by getting some kind of spiritual or physical or legal divorce or something from me so that they can gain all the treasures of these masculines, all right? Now, again, I feel God gave them orders to put me on in some kind of way, show me the way, to mentor me, all right? Possibly even offer me something or a gift or something, and people made sure that I did not get it. They went with family members and friends or whatever, and they made sure they tried to make sure I didn't get it. So again, we're going to go ahead and go back into this a little bit more, but I have to go right now. I hope to see you guys back here probably in about 20, 30 minutes. All right, bye.